Run a local and free ChatGPT clone on your Windows PC with GPT4All. It runs on your PC, can chat about your documents, and doesn't rely on internet access. Here's how to install and use GPT4All. What are some of the GPT4All highlights? There are many reasons to choose GPT4All instead of an alternative, including ChatGPT. You can run GPT4All only using your PC's CPU. No need for a powerful and pricey GPU with over a dozen GBs of RAM, although it can help. GPT4All is a fully offline solution, so it's available even when you don't have access to the internet. Being offline and working as a local app also means all data you share with it remains on your computer. Its creators won't peek into your chats. Since it only relies on your PC, it won't get slower, stop responding, or ignore your prompts, like ChatGPT when its servers are overloaded. GPT4All allows you to add your documents to its knowledge pool effortlessly. It can then present information from them in its answers, turning it into a true personal assistant that knows about your stuff, instead of a generic chatbot. Is this basically like installing ChatGPT locally? The LLM behind ChatGPT is one of the most advanced models in the world, but it's also large, demanding on resources, and totally proprietary. As a closed-source solution, only its creators, OpenAI, can access its internals and run it on their servers. It's so large and demanding that running it on consumer-level PC hardware is impossible. How to install GPT4All? GPT4All is available for Windows, OS X, and Ubuntu. Download the Windows installer from GPT4All's official site. Run the downloaded application and follow the wizard steps to install GPT4All on your computer. GPT4All's installer needs to download extra data for the app to work. So if the installer fails, try to rerun it after you granted access through your firewall. When you eventually find yourself looking at GPT4All's interface, you will also have to download a language model to use it. GPT4All will present you with a list of available models. Check its size, next to its name, to ensure you have enough RAM or VRAM to run it. When you decide on a model, click its download button to have GPT4All download and install it. If you change your mind, click the cancel button to stop an active download and choose another model. To save some time, if you want to try out multiple models, you can have GPT4All download them in parallel. However, note that the gigabytes can soon add up, and ensure you have enough storage space for all the models you selected. Chatting with your documents with GPT4All. The best feature of GPT4All, though, is how it makes it effortless to add your own document to your selected language model. As we saw, it's possible to do the same with ChatGPT, and build a custom ChatGPT with your own data. However, the process is much easier with GPT4All, and free from the costs of using OpenAI's ChatGPT API. Your own ChatGPT on Windows. GPT4All and the language models you can use through it might not be an absolute match for the dominant ChatGPT, but they're still useful. Creative users and tinkerers have found various ingenious ways to improve such models so that even if they're relying on smaller datasets or slower hardware than what ChatGPT uses, they can still come close to it or, in some cases, even overtake it. Instead of going into details about the pros and cons of each model available, though, why don't you try them yourself? GPT4All makes it easy.